Roman here, welcome back online. So today we're going to react to Sonic Racing Crossworlds, the first preview from IGN. So this is just more gameplay of Sonic Racing Crossworlds. So let's get into the reaction.
Let's get the comparisons out of the way first. Sonic Racing Crossworlds feels closer to Sonic
Back to
Racing,
All-Stars Racing,
but has
that's
taken
good.
advantage of the enhancements that Team Sonic Racing brought to the table. While I've enjoyed both formats, the three-character mechanic of building a team to work together to coordinate racing and drift lines is gone. Instead, Crossworlds goes back to the Mario Kart's everyone for themselves format. Like Mario Kart, it shares some similarities from the items on the course to the various shortcuts and kart customization. However, while it shares some DNA, Sonic Racing Crossworlds evolves beyond what we've gotten from its now 11-year-old competitor. Now, one area that Crossworlds may come up short in compared to Team Sonic Racing is so far there is no sign of an adventure mode, but this was an early look, so that might be one of the many reveals that the team is saving for later.
They're on Metal Harbor and Seaside Hill, yeah.
While many elements mimic its competitors, the green and red rocket-powered gloves bounce off walls or home in on
basically,
opponents. Basically,
the shells from Mario, right? Yeah,
Kart,
that's what they say.
And the customizable car parts and wheels like we got in 8, there is still enough here to help Crossworlds stand apart from the crowd.
Okay.
Plenty of the elements core to Sonic games, such as the various Wisp power-ups like Drill and Tornado, knock
more
other racers away,
I thought we were done with them.
From incoming attacks. There were also magnets you could throw out as hazards, which pull enemies towards them if they get too close, and the ultimate rubber band item to help those in lower positions catch up, the monster truck, which turns your car into a massive monster truck, knocks enemies away, and allows you to drive over all terrains without penalty. Beyond the items, Sonic Racing Crossworlds is all crossing worlds, with each race separated into
the secret rings level. I forget what the name of that level is because it's been a while since I played that game.
Mechanic. At the end of the
Metal
first
Harbor,
lap,
right?
whoever is leading the pack will determine which course the second lap will take by driving through one of 2 giant travel rings that transport everyone seamlessly once they arrive at that point. So it's the first player that gets to randomized, and
pick it, right? Whoever's in first
is a randomizer, so not even the leader will know what to expect if they
choose
it.
Okay, yeah, they explain it.
My second lap took me across stages themed with things like dinosaurs, pirates, lava, where we spent most of the lap in a plane, another mechanic that I'll get to later. There are also modifiers for the second stage called Frenzy that will alter the lap, such as placing moving boost gates along the entire lap, or granting a maximum boost gauge after drifting for only a split second, and making the whole lap feel like I was back in the days of the snaking that plagued and ruined Mario Kart DS. Thankfully, frenzy modifiers are random, and across my 15 or so races, the instant boost frenzy only happened once, so I'm not worried at all about it becoming an issue in Crossworlds. After finishing the second lap, another transport ring seamlessly sends players back to the original course, but with some minor but effective changes to the course layout in key areas. Courses like Metal Harbor evolve, where you have to drive around the outside of a rocket launch pad on lap 1, but on lap 3 the rocket is launched as it did in Sonic Adventure 2, replacing it with a steep half-pipe ramp that allows
gameplay looks good. I can't wait to play this.
Tricks as possible to gain a considerable speed boost when landing on the opposite side. And that's just one example. In another course with water segments, I saw gates open,
Seaside Hill from Sonic Heroes,
or supercharged item boxes with a higher chance of granting better items. Crossworlds is also hiding shortcuts around the map, as well as shortcut rings that activate
really
on the
good, like the graphics.
Temporarily send me to another world.
I can't wait to play this on my TV.
Shortcuts, they extended my lead in races or helped me catch up, and made it more challenging for other racers to target me with their items. I don't know what forces were causing these rings to appear as I raced, but they were worth the effort of being ready to take them. Like the Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform games, portions of laps or sometimes entire laps place you in a plane or boat instead of a car. All of these vehicles have a unique identity, and while they share similarities,
so basically they're bringing back everything. So this is basically Sonic Racing Ultimate.
Drift mechanic you get in a car when you transformed into a boat.
Because we got riders and then All-Stars Racing mechanics. And I guess, are they doing Team Sonic Racing? I don't think they are.
Some speed after hitting a hazard or being tagged by an enemy's attack. While planes offer more routes than the other vehicles, they do so only if you spot the alternate paths, like a chain of boost gates underneath the road on Magma Planet, where you need to dodge waves of magma to maximize the plane's advantage. The variety of vehicles and paths gave me nostalgic notes of figuring out the best routes based on the vehicle I was in, like I did in Diddy Kong Racing.
So there's like many routes like Sonic games,
but with all the updates to the formula you would hope for in a game released nearly 2 decades later. While I was playing, I spotted some incredible inclusions spanning multiple generations that longtime fans of Sonic will be excited about. The roster of characters shown so far ranged from the expected heroes and regular all-stars,
Sonic, Tails,
and Knuckles, to less frequently playable characters like Cream, Omega, and even Zaz from Lost World.
Why do they always bring back the Zeddy?
Also has unique stats that will affect how they drive each car, and even rivals like Sonic and Shadow have similar yet different stats, such as one having more speed while the other having more power or boost. Vehicles fall into 4 classes: speed, acceleration, handling, and power, all of which have high stats in the matching category with the looks to match it, and I could quickly feel the change in my car as I swapped between them. When racing in my power vehicle, which I had customized to look like a bulldozer, I felt thematically appropriate as I bullied other racers, all while stealing their rings and giving myself a speed boost thanks to some gadgets I had installed, which I will also get to in a bit. Characters and types of cars have the most significant impact on your vehicle.
This game seemingly to be promising better than Team Sonic Racing, because that game died after it came out.
3 of the 4 vehicle types, all of which worked well enough to where I finished in first place for 75% of my races and top 5 in all the rest, except for one where a well-timed hit me and caused me to miss a ramp and fall off the map in a final stretch of a race. We've all been there. Along with changing out of parts for stats, you can also deck out your car
basically,
with decals
they're doing like Mario Kart stats, basically, but Sonic.
Car customization allows you to make your vehicle your own. The last bit of customization comes from another mechanic called the Gadget Panel. It's a powerful tool for changing how people race, granting abilities like an increased chance of getting certain items, adding a 4th level to the drift boost gauge, or granting you rings for performing specific actions. Every ability costs anywhere from 1 to 3 slots, and your panel to install them consists of 2 rows of 3 for a maximum of 6 slots.
Okay.
I started with only 2 slots, but after a few hours of racing, I increased this to 5, giving me more options to slot in new abilities that changed how I approached races. Early on, I had opted for an ability that allowed me to grab rings from a greater range, which took up a single slot, but later on I swapped to a pair of 2-slot abilities.
So there's 2 slots. They took that from Mario Kart, yeah.
Also stealing 10 rings from them.
I don't think any racing Sonic game had 2 slots
and also
before.
slowing my competition. Fortunately for my competitors, and unfortunately for me, they caught on to my antics thanks to the ability to see other racers' builds before a race, and shortly after implementing that strategy, nearly everyone
I like how they look at you
plunging
sometimes.
our races into chaos like a 12-player game of bumper cars. Needless to say, this was a ton of fun as we all kept trying to ram into each other to get out in front of the pack. Even though it was just a short test drive with my favorite hedgehogs and friends, I am eager to see what else hasn't yet been revealed.
Cooking
the
with
racing
this game.
felt snappy and responsive, and each car customization operated as I expected. I felt
can't
like a
wait to play
superstar
this
hitting
shit.
enemies with well-timed items I unleashed,
I wonder
and the new
what's gonna be
Crossworlds
better, Mario
mechanic
Kart
was a
9 or
blast,
this game.
allowing me to learn courses while keeping each race feeling fresh, as I never knew what to expect on the second lap of every race. There's a lot more left to learn about Sonic's latest racer, but so far,
and there's the
so
writers,
good. For more on Sonic
and
Racing
it's been confirmed
Crossworlds,
already.
don't miss the announcement trailer, and for
So
everything else in
yeah,
Sonic
that's
games and
basically
movies, run
the
really fast
IGN
right on
video.
over
They're just
to
showing off
IGN.
more gameplay. The game looks pretty promising. I'm very excited for this. I haven't been excited for a Sonic racing game in like a long time, so it's cool that we got this. I'm very looking forward to it. I believe there's a playtest coming soon. Let me look into it. Okay, so there is a playtest happening, and I already signed up for it yesterday, so hopefully I can get into it and make some content for you guys. So hopefully that'll be a good time. They say take your place at the starting line. Sign up before February 19th, 4 p.m. Pacific time for a chance to participate in the Sonic Racing Crossworlds closed network test on PlayStation 5. Oh, so it's only on PlayStation 5. Good then. So we're okay, because I got a PlayStation 5. Nice. Is there more on the beta test? On February 19th. Okay, let's go on the website, see if there's more information. I accept. Okay. You can wishlist the game now if you want to. Yep. Okay, so the closed network test thing that they're doing, the beta test for this game, comes out on February 21st. So that's about next week, right? Yeah, I believe. Let me look at the calendar here real quick. Yeah, next Friday. So next Friday will be the test. Okay, this is just giving you all the stuff about the test. And I believe it's only PlayStation. This is what they said, yeah. So this is going to be happening on February 21st. So hopefully I can get into the beta test and I can make some cool videos for you guys of me playing the game and saying my thoughts before the eventual release. And I'm very looking forward to this game. As I said before, Sonic Racing Crossworlds looks very good. I'm very excited for it. I'm not sure which one I'm excited for. I guess Mario Kart 9, since it's been like a decade basically since we got a new Mario Kart game. This game's looking pretty good too, and I'm very excited. Look forward to me playing both of those games on this channel. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you off on the next line, offline.
Every world has its end. I know that's kind of sad, but that's why we gotta live life to the fullest in the time we have.